What's up guys, how you doing? Today I'm doing a really quick film about the Accsoon CineEye Air, and I'm going to be comparing it to the Accsoon CineEye because I've been getting a lot of questions about the difference between these two models. Now, I was lucky enough to get these from Accsoon, so thanks a lot guys. I did a review this one a while back right here. This one came out a couple of months ago, and I've been playing around with it, and I've got to tell you, I love both of them. Now, the reasons being is build quality. Both of these are fully metal, except for the antenna that come out like this, and they look just like that. The antenna are plastic, but apart from that, it is a fully metal build. The signal strength, both of them hit 100 meters, and the signal strength is absolutely fantastic. The latency is 50 milliseconds, so that's 0.05 seconds of latency, which is very, very little. And the app, both of them use the same app, which is absolutely fantastic. It did have a few problems at the beginning, but it's all been ironed out now through updates. And the app is a pleasure to use. It's very quick, it's very simple, and I love using it. Both of these guys output a signal, maximum signal of 1080p at 60 frames per second, so that's fantastic. And both of them have reset buttons, full HDMI ports, and quarter 20s. This one has one at the bottom right here, and this one has one at the side at the bottom. Now, you're asking me, right Phil, so what's the difference? Well, the original costs $200. The Air costs $150. The Air comes in at 100 grams. The original comes in at 175 grams. Now, the reason being is that the original has a built-in battery. 3,500 milliamp hours. The Air has no battery at all. So what you have to do with the Air is either charge it with a, not charge it, but power it with a 3.5mm DC in, or you can power it with a power bank using the USB-C, which both of them have USB-C inputs, which is fantastic. This one you can power and charge at the same time, and once it's charged you can take off the power bank and just use it by itself. The battery lasts about 3.5 hours. This one you need powered all the time, so you are going to have to put it on your cage or on your camera in some way. You can use a cold shoe mount, for example, and once you have it on there, you're going to have to connect it and probably Velcro your power bank somewhere. Obviously not one this big, you can get a suction cup one and kind of stick it to the back here. And, you know, that's a really small footprint. There is one more very large difference between these two models. This one outputs to 4 signals, so you can have an iPhone and Samsung and 2 iPads. Here is only 2 signals, so you can have an iPad and an iPhone, for example. Now, I know many people are going to be using this by themselves on their Ronin S or on their camera rig, and you're just going to have it attached to your iPhone, or you're going to have a focus puller, which is great, because if you have, for example, a monitor with a loop out HDMI signal, you can have a monitor on your camera or on your rig, have this guy on the loop out, and you can have your focus puller using a an iPad or what have you, right? And that's fantastic. But if you want to use it for a little bit more professional film sets, then it would be great having the Accsoon, the original CineEye, because it outputs to 4 signals. So you can have a focus puller, your makeup artist, your set designer, and your director all looking at the same image, plus you can have your monitor in front of you looking at what you're filming. So those are the main differences between these two guys. These two guys. Now, like I said, they both have a reset button, so anything goes down south, you can reset these guys and they'll be just fine. I say we jump over to Phil, who's outside, and we do a distance test on both of these and see how far away you can actually get with these guys. Right. Phil, can you hear me? We would like a distance test. Yes, I'm going to do a distance test right now. I have connected the CineEye Air. I have the CineEye in my pocket for the next connection. And as you can see, it looks really good. I'm recording the screen. Everything looks really nice. tiny bit of lag every now and then. We do have a lot of Wi-Fi around us. One thing you forgot to mention, Phil, is that when you buy the CineEye Air in the box, all you get is USB-C to USB cable. You don't get any HDMI cables. When you buy the CineEye, you get all the HDMI cables and the USB-C cable. So just, wanted to mention that. Anyway, if I go all the way to that red crane over there, that's going to be approximately about 90 to 100 meters. So I'm going to go and do that now. You want to speed me up like Charlie Chaplin or what? The connection is looking pretty smooth here. This is about, I'd say 15 meters. This is about 20 meters. Yeah, that looks very smooth. Let's see, oh, we're in the sun now. Well, that is ridiculously smooth right here. That connection is perfect. We're going to keep on going back. We are actually on Piotrkowska off here, by the way. So, it's, yeah, this whole place is getting renovated, so it's going to look really, really nice. I'm getting pretty far back now. Let's have a look. Well, that is as smooth as butter. That is very smooth, absolutely no lag at all. The connection here is absolutely perfect. I don't understand why anybody would want to go or need to go any further than this, but let's see if we can get to the crane. And right here, we have a little bit of lag. Let's try the Accsoon CineEye from here back to the camera. Right, so I just swapped it out for the CineEye original. I have the Air with me, and I'm just gonna appear right here out of this explosion. The lag seems to be very small on the Accsoon CineEye original. Let me just do a little bit of walking here. Yeah, it's very little lag. Oh no, a bit right there. Now, right about, let's get to about 70 meters. I would say around about here. Absolutely zero lag. This is the distance the Rode Wireless Go can go to, but obviously you can get it a little bit further. I love you, Rode Wireless Go. So I'm gonna snake it or slalom it back to the camera, just so you can see me on this white wall behind me, and you can see that the picture is absolutely fantastic. Unfortunately, when I tested the bend box, it got to about 20 meters and it died. I am in an area where I'm surrounded by flats, by restaurants, and by a ton of Wi-Fi. So it's not very good here when it comes to signal strength, but you can see that the Accsoon has absolutely no problem. One more thing, Phil, I'm sure you probably didn't mention, is that on the actual app, you have a red button right around here. And if you press this red button, you can actually record dailies. So you can record what's going on the screen, and you can look at it later on, which is absolutely fantastic if you're a director. You know, you can watch the dailies, and it will save to your iOS device or to your Google phone thingy, Android thing. And that's an absolutely fantastic addition to an app like this. Anyway, back to you at the studio. Hope you guys enjoyed that and saw how well these Accsoon 5G wireless video transmitters work. Full out.
Well, I gotta tell you, Phil, that's awesome. I'm really happy with the result. What I've done now is I've actually connected the Accsoon CineEye Air to my power bank, so it is on, the light is steady, and I've connected it to you guys. So actually, if you want to see what you look like, this is what you guys look like right there. So, you know, what you've got to do first is make sure you go into your settings, go into Wi-Fi, make sure that your CineEye is connected,
And then you go into the actual Accsoon app and you've got to choose your CineEye Air. Press monitor and it should automatically turn on. So there you go. That right there is 2 signals that you can see, which is absolutely fantastic. And this is me waving my hand around. If we put this one here, so the latency, as you can see, is pretty cool. Now, as for the app is really cool, but obviously one thing that happens here is that when you connect to something like the Sony a7 III, you no longer have face detection. So you're gonna make sure that you're not having anything here, because it's gonna lose focus of my face. But okay, anyway, so the app is really simple. You've got waveform. If you press it once, you have a simple waveform. If you press it twice, you're gonna have your RGB waveform. If you press gray, you have gray. If you press RGB, you can go between red, green, and blue. Press it again, it's gone. Your focus, you can have peaking at different levels, for example. So you can have it all over the place, so you can go down, for example, to 20%, have it on green, blue, white, red, you know, that's really cool. Press again, and it is gone. You can have false colors. You know, that's absolutely fantastic. If you work with false colors, this is awesome. Your histogram, you can have your histogram, which is really funky. You can see what's happening in your image. And yeah, your zebra. So if you can have your zebra all the way up from 0 to 100. Press it again, it's off. Your LUTS, if you double click, you can, for example, put in your own LUT, which is fantastic, which is not available in the Benbox application yet. Now I've turned on my LUT. If I press it again, I turn it off. So this is what I look like once I finally have my LUT installed in Final Cut Pro 10. If you press more, you can go on to all the different options, which you have your center marker, you have your safe marker, your ratio marker, your marker color, marker width, zoom in, anamorphic, transparency, your Wi-Fi channel. I mean, the Wi-Fi is awesome because it will auto-select the cleanest Wi-Fi channel so that the signal is perfect. Now, there is also the option to pinch to zoom. So that is fantastic. You can pinch to zoom, you can scroll around the screen. That is a fantastic addition. One thing, like I said, I would really like is for them to do like Benbox did, so you can have the app as well on your MacBook or your Windows on a big screen. That would be an absolute awesome addition. So Accsoon, if you're listening, add that to the next update. That would really be appreciated. So that is my review and my sum up of both these 5G wireless video transmitters. And like I said, they are both fantastic. They both work really, really well. It's great having such a wonderful app that has been so well polished. Now, if you guys have any questions at all as to the CineEye Air or the original CineEye, just drop them in the comments below. I've been playing with these guys for a long time, and I really do love them. If you haven't, make sure you subscribe, because there is a ton of reviews coming. There are loads of tutorials coming, and if you like my film, give me a thumbs up. You know, apart from that, these two guys are very reliable. You're gonna love the build quality, the signal strength, and yeah, you guys have a great week, and I'm gonna catch you soon.